told there's some real money in the room.
But I'm curious to know, when you seen BG come home and he's the internet embraced him for a minute. Then it was like they immediately turned on. Start saying he was zesty.
Yeah, that's the
you know what I'm saying? What did you think about the zesty?
See, I think that they lose the whole swag of BG. BG got like even Slim, they got like this little vibe like about them. Ain't nothing zesty about it. It's really street. Like, you know, if you see I beat one hand, like he got this little thing where he like winding his hand, he move, you know, and now he got hair. You know, at the time BG didn't have hair. So it's the same posture that he been having, but it's more like, let me get my hair out the way, or that looks zesty because you throwing your hair back or moving your hair a certain kind of way. But that's his swag. If he didn't have hair, you'll just see the regular demeanor, how he carry himself. See, we talk with our hands and, you know, you heard me, this how we do it. Yeah, it's BG, you heard. Like, it's like an image of how they carry themselves, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if it comes from drugging or whatever may be the case, but it's like, that's their swag, like, you know, and if you saw Slim, he had, like, if you look back on footage, you'll see Slim doing the same thing, moving his hand, but they didn't have long hair at the time to get that shit out of my way, you know what I'm saying? So I think people caught him with the motion of this and with him moving a certain way and put his hair, oh, he looking zesty. Nah, y'all just young, bro. Y'all just don't know where this man come from or what he doing. Some of them just had laid their eyes on BG for the first time, you know, when they saw that particular clip of him, like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's what I would say. But nah, I don't think nothing zesty about BG. He ain't show me nothing. I ain't even take it that way because I understood his posture, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I know I said that was the final question, but I did have the opportunity to tune into your podcast.
No Rap Cap podcast, man. No Rap Cap. The Roys are the Roys. The streeters are the streeters. You already know, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I saw you spoke on Gilly the Kid.
Yeah.
And so basically, Gilly the Kid goes off on Birdman after Birdman essentially said that Gilly the Kid never wrote for Wayne. You know what I'm saying? On Clubhouse, I think it was.
Yeah.
And Gilly the Kid gets the, well, then Birdman went a step further. He said, I seen you get played, and so
he said he got pressured by Beanie, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, but you know, like, you know, I heard Gilly saying, like, after 25 years, you finally speak, but it's not after 25 years because Gilly's been going on multiple platforms kind of speaking on this throughout the time. He just had Big U and whacking them, and they was just going off on how he felt about Cash Money maybe a year ago. So it haven't been 25 years. But I just think that Birdman maybe have gotten to a situation or a timeline like, man, I'm just tired of people speaking on my name in certain ways, and I've been letting shit go. But you got to understand, things fester in you after a period of time, especially if you keep doing it. So I just think if Gilly said that how he felt way back in the days and would have never brought it back up in this day and time, you know, it probably wouldn't even been nothing that Birdman addressed. But somebody did ask him about the Gilly thing. He didn't directly just come on there to get off on Gilly. It's kind of somebody asked him about him, and he just spoke his piece on it. And, you know, I don't think that, you know, I thought the brand that Gilly stand for, you know, advocating for young, you know, the youth to stay focused and don't get deterred and don't get caught in no dumb shit and all this type of stuff. I just felt like he should have took the high road on that and been like, man, Birdman, go ahead. You know, that's some 25-year-old shit. I'm getting the bag now. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, he had to come back, you know, I guess drop his nuts and repeat what he said. Because like I said, sometimes when you're worrying about what other people say, you have to do that because I felt like, you know, it'll look like you crawfishing right now or backing off. You know, now that Birdman finally spoke up, now you saying you don't really want no smoke. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why Gilly still had came across as, I said you this, I called you a bitch, whatever may be the case. I think he just had to reiterate what he said years ago so he could look like I'm still that same nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? But to me, it's foolish. You know, these guys 40, 50 years old, you know what I'm saying? We should be on some other type time. Everybody getting the bag, everybody focused on the bag. I just think that it ain't a good look for us as a people. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Did you ever graduate college?
No, I didn't graduate college, man. I was a career student. Like, I just went to college and changed my major every time I wanted to know something about something. Right. Real talk. I ran all my what they call it,
student loans.
Student loan. Not student loan. I didn't get student loans. What it is?
Scholarship.
The grant money, like when you get the Pell Grants.
Yeah.
I just exhausted everything I could do with the Pell Grant. When they told me I ain't got no more Pell Grant money, then I stopped going to college. Yeah. But I just went to school to learn what I wanted to learn. Anything I was, wanted to be educated on, I just took it as a major, learned a little something about it, and went on to another one. And you know what I'm saying? That was that was the way I moved.
Yeah, well, cause the only reason I asked that is because a lot of rappers feel like it's cooler to be dumb. You know what I'm saying?
Hell
And
no.
you was in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Doing it at the level in which you were doing it, to where two of the biggest labels to ever come out of New Orleans were eyeing you. You know what I'm saying? And and you actually did work with them in some way, shape, form, or fashion, right?
Right. Yep.
And so I just found that interesting. You know what I'm saying?
I was always a balanced kid, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like I always knew that. I never was like.
Back then, was it popular to go to school? Was that a thing?
I wouldn't know if it was. I wouldn't say it was directly the populist thing. Like it's either you on that side or you on this side. It was either or. It wasn't no in between. I had somewhat balance. Like I was a little dipping and dabbing in the streets, but I also had a mother that I respected a certain kind of way that I wanted to make proud. So I was like living two lives. Like I was in the streets doing one thing, but then I come home like and be a certain kind of way with my mom. Like you know what I'm saying, bro? So that's what gave me the balance. Like you know what I'm saying. And with nobody ever graduating from high school in my family, going to college, I just wanted to make my mama proud and take it a step further than everybody else that pretty much that we knew. You know what I'm saying? So I gave it a try. School wasn't for me, but I still gave it a try.
Right. Well, and lastly, your book, right? I haven't had the opportunity to read it yet. It is on my to-do list, first thing on the to-do list. You know what I'm talking about?
Appreciate that too.
But like, what made you write a book? We don't see a lot of, I guess we are starting to see more, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like I think DJ Yella out of NWA, but Jay Prince wrote a book, Charlamagne wrote a book, Gucci Mane wrote a book. There's not many artists though. Right. You know what I'm saying? These are the big artists, the artists who like done had this much success. World, right? They've already established themselves, and they now they're writing books, but that's few, far, and in between. You know what I'm saying? What made you come out and be like, you know what?
I just felt like we had a unique story. Like, we was at odds with two of the biggest rap moguls in hip hop. Right. You know what I'm saying? Master P, Baby and Slim or whatever, Cash Money No Limit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And we was the people that the world may not know. So before somebody else was to tell my story, I said I'd rather tell my own story. You know what I'm saying? Because, it was on my to-do list. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I want to put my own story out. I don't want to die and then somebody come to my family and say, I want to write a story on your father or your husband or whatever may be the case. You know what I'm saying? And then they work that business out. No, let me go ahead and tell my own story and put it in my own words on how it went to me and how I felt about it. Nobody can speak for me but me. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I'm getting up in age. Like, why not? Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me go ahead and knock this out so I can, be off my to-do list,
All right, check. You got me inspired to finish my book. You
gotta do it, brother. You gotta do it, man. Time ain't waiting for nobody and none that's promised tomorrow. So you just never know how far it may go. So everybody be thinking they got tomorrow, but then tomorrow don't come. So if you could do it, go ahead and do it, man. Put it on your to-do list and knock it off,
Amen. Is there anything we left off that you wanted to address or speak on?
Nah, bro, you covered everything. You a motherfucker.
I don't know why. I feel like I gotta miss something.
Nah, you pretty much covered everything. Like I said, I got the book, bro. I got the podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I rap with a group called Partners in Crime. Look us up. You know what I'm saying? We've been around 3 decades in the game. You know what I'm saying? Still working, still doing things. We come out here to beat up on you Texans this weekend. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your boy, man.
Oh, sure, man. You want to put a wager on that?
Yeah, that's good.
I got 20 on the Texans.
It's on 20.
20. It's on the wood.
There's some real money in this room, Tone.
Hey, RealToon, there's some real money in the room.